Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Forex Technical Market Update for Wednesday, March 16th, 2016. Okay, what are we looking at in the Forex markets and where are the opportunities? We'll take a look at that in this edition. As you can see, the euro versus US dollar is in a sideways consolidation pattern. It has been like this for the last couple of months. And one of the things that I want to emphasize is when you have these consolidation patterns, as traders, we need to be very aware and keep in mind that this market can break out in any direction at any point in time. And because the consolidation has been so long, then the breakout may be fairly violent and it may last a couple of pips. So this is definitely something where we will be looking out for in the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. So I just want to make sure that you are aware of this and that you will be able to take advantage of this situation. I remember a couple of times I have told traders that listen, when we have these consolidation patterns, the market can break violently, and so the market did break violently, and then I would get emails to say they missed the move because they were away from their screens or they weren't adequately prepared. So I hope you don't miss this potential move in the markets that is coming up that could be worth a couple hundred pips. That's euro versus US dollar. But just because euro versus US dollar is moving sideways, that does not mean there are opportunities in other currencies. As we see the British pound versus US dollar, we see a strong downtrend. Our Forex income system members were able to take advantage of this trend from December into January. The market retraced and looked like it's heading once again to the downside. So we'll be looking for entries to the short side with the British pound versus US dollar. Why the short side? Because the prevailing trend is down. And one of the things that I teach and one of the things that I emphasize with traders is that we do not trade against the trend. Trade with the trend. You'll find that trading with the trend, you'll have a better chance of success if you trade with the trend. And the trend in this market is currently down. So a good strategy will be looking to take advantage of short opportunities in the British pound versus the US dollar. Now keep in mind that long-term support in this market comes in at 135.04. Let me just draw a line. This was the low that was hit in 2008 when we had that huge sell-off in the market. So keep in mind that the market could go down to this 135 level in the next couple of trading sessions and could even breach that 135 level. But just keep in mind that very important technical level in the British pound versus the US dollar. Also, Canadian dollar versus US dollar, we have seen a pullback in the market. And someone asked me, what's a prevailing trend? I would say the prevailing trend in this market is to the upside. And this can be interpreted as a pullback in the market. And the market obviously would have to prove this, but we could be looking for buying opportunities if the market starts to head to the upside in the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar. But the trend in this market still remains to the upside. The market is currently hugging the 786 retracement level in the market. As you can see, the 786 retracement level from the low of 128 up to 146.90, it comes in at 132.24, and the market actually found support in this 786 level here and is currently bouncing. That does not mean the market cannot go down further, but we're seeing some initial support at this Fibonacci retracement level. And these Fibonacci retracement levels can be very important and very powerful in the market. Another market that is trending to the downside nicely is the euro versus the Japanese yen. And there could be shorting opportunities in this market. As we can see, again, a series of lower highs, lower lows in this market. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And this could be a potential short opportunity, looking for the market to head to the downside. Now remember, folks, just because it's a short opportunity, that does not mean you should risk your entire account on the one trade. And that's where I find a lot of traders run into problems by risking too much of their account on this one trade in the market. Moving on from the Japanese yen, the euro yen, we also have the Japanese yen versus US dollar. And this market, as you can see, is in a consolidation pattern. We have a consolidation pattern here between these two red lines. Also, we have a minor triangle developing here in the markets. And a triangle in a downtrend normally heads to the downside. The market normally continues the direction where it came. So it entered the triangle from a downtrend. We normally get consolidation, and then the market may head back to the downside. That does not mean 100% it will, but I'm just giving you the rules of technical analysis that this is a possibility that could happen with the Japanese yen versus the US dollar. So keep that in mind also. Another market that has seen a Fibonacci retracement is Australian dollar versus US dollar. We see that the market topped out just above the 50% retracement level from the 81.65 level down to the 68.30 level. So we could see some resistance around this area in the Australian dollar. And just to reiterate, there are always opportunities in the Forex markets. The key is to know when to enter, when to exit, how much to risk per trade. And if you can do that consistently and have a method, then you are putting the odds in your favor that the markets can work out for you in the Forex market. Forex markets, I must reiterate, is not a get-rich-quick type of scheme. It's a market that you can make money in if you know what you're doing. So what you need to decide is whether you want to gain the skills to know what you're doing, or you want to just continue to be an observer in the markets. I find that most traders who are winners actually take action to increase their knowledge of the markets, and also to know how markets function, so they can see these opportunities and make money from these opportunities when they present themselves. Okay, thank you very much for listening to the updates, and I hope you enjoyed the update, and I will see you again when we have another update. Thank you.